up, you guys? It's your favorite tarot reader, and I am back with another read. Okay, honey, period. Period. I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash at me at Bunny Sign Caprice Cooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. Alright, I work on energy. Energy is fluid, so this could be about you. This could be about the person that you're thinking about, or anybody's thinking about you. Also, time is an illusion, so this could be about the past, the present, or the future, but somehow it's affecting you right now, okay? Okay, honey, period. Y'all, I have started to sell my own jewelry over on Instagram at Caprice Sun Tarot. So if you're interested, definitely head over there to go check that out. Okay, it is 2:03 and it is 7:32 equals 75 equals 3. Thank you, Ascended Masters. Feel free to look up any angel numbers mentioned in this video, okay? Spirit guides, Ascended Masters, Soul family, twin flame family, please be here with me at this time, helping me receive a message to deliver to my Virgos for March 20th through the 21st. Through the 31st. Companionship, chocolate companionship. Somebody could be bringing you chocolates. This could be somebody you met on Valentine's Day. Speech, perception. I feel like somebody is having to give a big speech or like a proposal. Not marriage proposal, but like a work proposal, like a marketing proposal. Somebody is like a marketing strategizer. Somebody is like marketing with their kids, like, or bargaining with their kids. Okay, so we got the Sagittarius card, we got the Numerous card, we also have the Sextile card with opportunity. We also have the Venus in Love card, the Semi-Sextile, and the Virgo. Virgo, you, right? And then we also have the Libra and the Empowerment card. So let's just go ahead and break this down. We will start with the Love card. Okay, so I feel like you are up in your love. I feel like this is you just doing stuff for yourself, like taking yourself out. I feel like turning every bad thing you do into something good. It's like you not like blaming yourself, like, okay, this is what you did, blah 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 blah. Like, I feel like you just kind of like, well, God told me to do it. Like, I feel like you just don't give a fuck. Like, at this point, you love yourself so much, sis, that you not listening to nobody talk to you about no bullshit, or just kind of like, it's kind of like now you know where to start. Like, you know how to allow yourself to grow and change. Like, you've turned into this alchemist. I feel like this shit didn't happen overnight. This did not happen overnight. Yeah, but I feel like this change didn't happen overnight. I feel like you've acquired some type of wisdom. I feel like you've come up on some type of knowledge that has been a mystery for like a couple months, a couple years. Could be 3 years, could be 3 months. But I feel like you are voyaging towards like your destiny, like opening up some type of like information about yourself, unlocking the mystery, unlocking the tombs, the pyramids. I feel like somebody has a past life in Egypt. I feel like it's too late for me to stay. Like, it's too late for me to stay here. Like, I can't stay stuck anymore. Like, I feel like somebody knows that they have to move. Right? Somebody is getting ideas about moving homes, about moving cities, towns, state. I feel like somebody is, like, empowering themselves. Moving out of their mom's house. Moving out of, you know, like their childhood home. Or somebody could be leaving out of a dorm and like maybe like officially starting their career. Maybe somebody just graduated. 333, thank you, Ascended Masters. I feel like this is just empowerment. You know, quitting your job, quitting, you know, leaving school if it's not for you. You know, I feel like somebody's just tapping into their destiny. You know, with this Sagittarius card, I feel like you just voyaging out of your comfort zone. You tired of doing the same old shit, being around the same old people, having the same old commitments. I feel like you are changing up your commitments, you know, changing up the things that you want for yourself. I feel like also somebody could be like doing their makeup more, lighting candles more. I feel like somebody is like hella girly.
Yeah. Also.
So can I have some, please? I also feel like somebody is taking off their rose-colored lenses. Like, maybe you saw somebody as, like, the perfect spouse or, like, the perfect significant other. And maybe that's changing. Maybe your perception is just kind of like, I love me enough to grow. You know, I feel like you are growing out of a relationship with somebody. And it's just kind of like, yeah, you know what you did, and I love you, but I can't forget. It's kind of like learning to love your family members and, you know, old coworkers and all that from a distance. It's just kind of like, you know, we were friends at one point in time, but we're not friends no more, right? This is just letting go of people. You know, tapping into your true self. I'm hearing like true shit, baby, that's true shit. I'm also hearing true north. And if you look at this card, it's a T. and the end. So it's like true north. I feel like somebody is just finding their true north. Their true north. I feel like somebody's psychic abilities are being heightened right now. I feel like somebody is like in constant like connection with God right now. It's like maybe you are cross-eyed, or like, you know, I just feel like somebody is like in between worlds. I'm hearing the Little Mermaid, under the sea. So somebody is definitely tapping into more of their emotional side, Virgo. Like maybe you are not very emotional usually, but maybe you're going through like freeing yourself from the past. So maybe it's kind of like you're allowing yourself to grow just by, you know, letting go of things that maybe you would not have let go of in the past. You know, this is realizing that you are strong enough to let go of stuff. Like, you're not gonna die, sis. Like, you can let that nigga go. You're not gonna die. You know, this is like loving yourself wholeheartedly. I'm hearing we supposed to be in love. We supposed to be in love. Like, I feel like this, like, you were supposed to be in love with this person was supposed to be in love with you, but you're empowering yourself by walking away, right? Purification and detoxification. I feel like you need to purify yourself from anybody who doesn't have your best interest at heart, especially family members. Like, it's so hard to not think that, it's hard to like separate yourself from your family without feeling like you being bogus. You know, like, that's what I was trying to say. Like, it's hard to do that, but I feel like the more and more like you empower yourself, the more and more you gonna see that this is necessary. Fresh out of high school, kicked out the house for living fast. I feel like some of you guys have been kicked out the house by your parents, and now maybe you're forced to like rely on her. Maybe you're forced to like, you know, like live with her because of you were homeless, or you had some kind of circumstance that made you have to live with your parents. I feel like you're growing as a person, and I don't want you to let this time of like being humbled and God like sending you back to your mom's house. Maybe you couldn't pay rent, or maybe you got evicted or something, and like you're having to move all your house plants and all that kind of stuff into your mom's house. And, you know, I kind of feel like take this time to like stack up your money. I feel like you can empower yourself. You can allow greatness to come. And then Kevin Gates is on here. And whenever I think about him, I just think about voodoo and spirituality and love and commitment, you know. Playing in the storm drain came out the gutter. So I feel like this kind of like you've been playing with fire your whole life. Like, even if you weren't raised in a bad neighborhood, or even if you weren't like raised with bad parents, I feel like it was just embedded in your DNA to be a hood nigga, or to just be in the streets as a woman. Now I'm hitting it hard from the back. It's kind of like you've had a hard life. Like, I feel like you from the back of the woods. Like, you want to sit down with mommy? You can sit down right here. Sit down. In these Cuban links. So somebody like, I'm ready for fame. Like I deserve everything that's coming to me. Like, I've been through all of this. I feel like somebody is like, what?
This is my chair.
It is your chair. I feel like somebody is ready for fame. Somebody is realizing their worth. Like, I done had a hard knock life. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready. I feel like somebody is very just motivated and driven. Like, this is a lot of growth and a lot of progression. I'll keep typing in what I'm gonna name this in the search bar so I don't forget. Why is the Saturn card here? What wisdom is coming? I feel like you're having like a structure. You're creating structure for your home, for your children. Increased support. I feel like you are coming up with a construct of how you want to live your life. I feel like you're coming out with the outline and a business plan of some kind. Your positive focus and willingness to receive have opened the doorway to an abundance of help and opportunities. So the fact that you reach out to God, the fact that you talk to God, the fact that you speak to God, the fact that you ask God for help, it has opened up a door of help. It has opened up doors of opportunities. It has opened up multiple opportunities. It has opened up so many new blessings for you. And it's kind of like, because you have been willing to do the work, because you have done the work, bitch, here you go. I feel like God is telling you, like, you finna be a superstar. Somebody could have used to work at the mall. It could have been very stressful. Somebody could be working at the mall or like in retail. And I feel like you just trying to seek your happiness. You got the job so that you could buy clothes and stuff like that. But now you just realizing that you really don't got no money. You're not really not making no money. And at this point, like, your finances are starting to struggle. And it's kind of like, give it to God. Give it to God. You know, if you aren't happy where you are with the Amber card here, somebody's name could be Amber. I'm hearing Jamal. I used to be best friends with this guy named Jamal in like middle school, and I just channeled him for some reason. But Jakiria, some of y'all watching, that could be your name. But I just feel like, give it to God. This is like realizing like a soulmate from the past, from your childhood, is the person that you're in love with, or like giving it to God, like giving, I don't know why I just picked up on that, because they were like childhood sweethearts and I just channeled both of them, so I don't know where that came from, but shout out to y'all if y'all watching. I also just heard the name Elijah. But yeah, I just feel like somebody is going into the unknown. I mean, into the unknown. Frozen 2, water holds memory. You know, this is like tapping back into certain memories about your childhood, about your life, about how you see certain people, what people have always been there for you. I feel like you looking over your list of friends, and, you know, you looking over your life experiences, and you're kind of just like, 33 thank you, Cinemasters, maybe I have had a good life, you know, even when things have been bad, and even when I've been, you know, misfortunate or unfortunate, whatever the word is, I've still been blessed. You know, I've still been blessed in the midst of all of that, right? Then we got Love Life with the rose quartz.
I want Anna.
And see, she's saying, I want Anna. She wants Frozen too. New or renewed romantic love is here for you. So maybe this is kind of like, and she's saying, I want Anna, like I want Frozen. Like maybe this is the person you're going to be frozen with. You know, maybe this is the person you're going to be stuck with. Okay, be patient if you're going to sit here because you see mommy working. No.
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Please. I want donuts.
You want donuts? I wish I had a honey bun right now. Maybe somebody thinking about me.
I think.
Long hair goals, stop cutting. New L5 Dream Lengths with a cocktail of vitamins and fine castor oil. Strengthens hair's length and helps seal split ends. To save that last inch for the hair of your dreams. New L5 Dream Lengths from L'Oreal. You're worth it.
But yeah, so I feel like your love life is being renewed. I feel like you finally healed to the point where you are so worthy. You are so worthy and deserving of this new opportunity coming in, of the new doors that have been opened for you. It's like, take your heart off of ice. You know, it's kind of like you've been going through struggles your whole life, and now it's time, like, God is finally ushering you in real friends, real love, real abundance, real prosperity, real family members, a family of your own. You know, you are getting every single thing that you wanted, and it's up to you to trust that you deserve it. You know, trust that this shit is not a test. Trust that this shit is not just some motherfucking, I don't know, like, God not just pulling no motherfucking wool over your eyes. Like, you know, I feel like you're a great teacher. You've been teaching people. You were the SAG. You know, trust and thrive. You were stagnant for a while, but you trusted yourself and you trusted the process. And because of that, you are able to teach others how to do that same thing. You are able to teach others how to be pure. You know, how to talk to spirit, how to hear messages from spirit, how to talk to God, Jesus, the ascended masters, right? Making millions, I feel like, with Druid. Hold the space. And he not even looking at the camera, like he looking off, just kind of like being around. And I saw a man that looked just like this, a homeless man at the gas station like this today. He has a snake tattooed on him. So this is kind of like, this is like you getting a new tattoo, or you tattooing like your struggles on your body. Like, you know, this is a rite of passage. This is God imprinting that on you, letting you know you have changed. You have shed this skin, but you don't have, just because you shed the skin, it don't mean you have to forget about it. It doesn't mean you have to forget about it. It doesn't mean you have to, you know, not think about it or not use it to your advantage. Right? Somebody can live in Miami. Hold the space, though. I feel like hold space for the things that you have been through. You know, don't necessarily just try to forget about everything that you've been through, because the things that you have been through have shifted your perception, right? Have shifted your perception. Your shape has shifted. You are the shape shifter. You are the ultimate transformer. I'm hearing Bumblebee. Somebody is wearing a lot of yellow. Oh my God, I wore yellow yesterday. And then we was watching a Shy, and Coogie's shoes was yellow. Yeah, but with the lady here, I feel like this is the high priestess. This is the empress. This is the mother. This is the fruits of your labor. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. Like, she's able to grow fruit out of her hands, sis. Like, that's a baby. You able to just bring things like into fruition. Like, you able to just do that. And it feels so beautiful. Like, it feels very, very, very powerful. Like, it feels like a lot of greenery. It feels like a lot of heart chakra energy. It feels like a lot of opening up self, you know, being vulnerable. With the Chariot card here, you could be dealing with the Cancer. Also, I just said High Priestess, and you have the High Priestess right here with like a crescent moon. And it's crazy because then the Moon card wanted to show and the Chariot card fell out. So I feel like you're getting a lot of intuitive hits, a lot of intuitive downloads about how to go forward with this decision, because I feel like you've been single for so long. You've been on your own for so long. Maybe you're not sure how to be a good friend. You know, maybe you're learning that you have to learn how to communicate in this person's way of how they communicate. You know, if you're starting a business with somebody, you want to make sure that you guys are able to collaborate in all aspects of life, making sure that y'all can be friends as well. You know, making sure that these are people who are considered your family members. 2-2, thank you, it's in the Masters. It's 220 and it's 749. 49 equal congratulations over there. Thank you, it's in the Masters. To me, it just kind of feels like the pain in your body is now being kind of like used. It's not just sitting there holding space. Now it's being used to help heal you, you know? Sky priority. I feel like you making yourself a priority now. You making your angels, your ancestors, meditation, talking to God, talking to spirit. You making all of that a priority now, because you know what, you know, being single and, you know, tending to your garden, like, you know what that feels like. You know what it feels like to have God just completely be around you and surround you. Ain't nobody else around her. No other people are in this picture, just her. Just her. Her and the fruits of her labor, her and her garden, her and her, like, so much greenery, so much greenery. Somebody is definitely this spring starting a garden. And I have a huge backyard, y'all. I want to be barbecuing, and I want to be planting and gardening and stuff like that. So I'm hella excited. I feel like God is teaching you how to have, don't be greedy. Why would you take all those chips and take one big old bite? Just take one at a time.
No, I do it as top on.
But yeah, increase support. I feel like you're getting extra information about like how to do something. Like, God is teaching you, like, if you trying to learn how to like knit or something, I feel like God is like sending the ancestor to just show you how to do it. Like, I feel like there is nothing that you can't do. At this point, anything that you put your hands on, anything that you put your hands in, you're gonna make it better. Like where you have one of these, you're gonna make 1 million. I don't know. 222, thank you, it's in the Masters. It's 222. But yeah, I just feel like increased happiness, like increased just love. Like I feel like you a popular loner. You know, like a lot of people like you, a lot of people like your energy and the person that you are. But you need your rest sometime. You need your alone time. You need your space. You know, you need that time to do your research and talk to God. The Eight of Pentacles is Virgo energy, you, right? With the moon, you could be dealing with the Pisces or a water sign, Cancer or Scorpio. However, with this research card, she's doing her research. She's trying to figure out stuff. But to me, with this moon card being here, I feel like this is spiritual research. You getting somebody details, you figuring out about somebody, you watching somebody, you watching their readings, or this could be you just watching their social media or just trying to figure out what exactly they have going on. I saw the number 111 a lot today. So I feel like things are coming in threes. Money is coming in threes. Friendships, love. You know, if you're dating, you might date 3 niggas and then have to pick out of one of them. You know, you may have triplets. You know, I'm hearing good things come in threes. Yeah, good things come in threes with the Wheel of Fortune. Definitely tap into the Pisces reading. I believe they had the Wheel of Fortune twice. But with the King of Wands, this is like basically their whole reading. Like, I must didn't shuffle these cards good because all of these same cards came out in the, I want to say, either Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces reading, but I'm pretty sure it was Scorpio that these two cards came out in. No, these two cards came out in. So, listen, go check out all the water sign videos. But if you are dealing with a Scorpio or you know a Scorpio or something, definitely check out that video because I got both of these cards up in there. But I just feel like this is God bringing you a gift. Like, if you are this King of Wands, this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, I feel like God is bringing you a gift, like a talent or like a significant other. This could be a birth of a child. Like if you are homosexual, or even if you're just a single woman and you're not married or you're not dating, maybe you just want a child. Maybe adoption could be falling in your lap. I just kind of feel like a lot of happiness and a lot of abundance is coming in. I feel like it's kind of like it's long awaited too, because his fist is balled up like he's on the edge, like of just being like upset or angry. And it's kind of like, just calm yourself down. I feel like somebody is needing to like be aware of when they're upset. Like somebody don't even know when they're upset. They're so used to having to hide their feelings or fake like their feelings don't exist that they don't know when they're actually feeling them, because they've been scarred so much that they're numb. They have a fear of intimacy. It's just kind of like people who were supposed to have your back then turn their back on you, and it's just kind of like the fear of intimacy card came out twice. I just want to show y'all because it's a llama. It reminds me of like a camel, like a camel. So definitely check out, what video was that? I don't know. I was talking about a camel though, and storing that water for later. But yeah, I just feel like this is like storing something for later. It's kind of like you storing that intimacy for later. Like I feel like so many people have used up all of your intimacy that you've kind of like just been in solitude mode, not really talking to anybody, not communicating with people, or just not wanting to give people your energy, because I feel like you saving some of your intimacy for later. Like it's kind of like you saving it for the person who's going to be your guest, right? But I feel like it's time to put cocoa butter on them scars. Like I feel like they're ready to like be diminished, you know, with the orangutan. I feel like this is kind of like you just enjoying your process and not feeling like, you know, being mad all the time is a bad thing. And maybe you looking at it like, okay, this is what I need to heal. You know, it's kind of like you not looking at spirituality as a work. You just looking at it as like, you know, I'm enjoying learning about myself. I'm enjoying being a better me. I'm enjoying healing myself and others. You know, you're not looking at like it's stinging you every time God show you a trigger about yourself, or every time God show you that you're not on the right track. It's not necessarily a sting to the ego. It's just a chance to shed old skin, right? It's a chance to usher in newness. Bless you. New blessings. Bless you. Bless you. But yeah, with the bison, recognize the riches of the past and the abundance of the present. I almost said pressure. But recognize the riches of the past. Recognize how valuable your past was to your future and to your present. Recognize how your past has shaped you to be exactly who you are. If you have been abandoned, if you have went through things in your life, I feel like it's been for a reason. It's never been in vain. It's always been to get you to the next step and to get you to the next level within your heart space, within your mind, your mental space, your spirituality. I feel like you're coming into a position where self-love and abundance is necessary. You have to have those dark conversations with yourself. You have to know who you are when you just alone, when it's just you, yourself, and God. If you don't know who you are, you can't expect somebody else to want to get to know you. You can't expect nobody to want to go into a business with you, or to invest in you, or to sign a record deal with you, or to take you on as a client, or whatever. I'm also hearing real estate. Somebody could be wanting to do real estate, or like somebody could be buying a motorcycle this summer, or just riding a motorcycle. But I feel like this is kind of like releasing that negativity from your mind, like casting that import from like always importing negativity from like social media, or like what you see on the outside. Don't import that into your mind and into your heart space. 33, thank you, Ascended Masters. I feel like be mindful of what you're watching. Be mindful of like, start reading more. Read books and tap into writing and getting into like journaling and talking to yourself about yourself. Because sometimes we're not aware in the moment of what we are and who we are. Sometimes we have to write it down and come back to it so we can see our growth on a piece of paper, so we can see how far we've come on a piece of paper. Sometimes it takes that, right? So this is sitting down with yourself, starting your books, telling your story. I feel like somebody is growing through telling their story through their music, through their art, through their painting, through their dance. Somebody is African dancing. I'm hearing drums. Like, it sounds beautiful in my mind. Like, the energy is just high. Like, it's high vibing. It feels beautiful. When I tell y'all, it feels beautiful. It feels beautiful. I heard magical. It feels magical. Any final messages for my Virgos? Almost there, Taurus. And I definitely feel like y'all starting a garden or something. We have balance and act at the bottom of the deck, but with intentions in 22, thank you, Ascended Masters, which we saw earlier. I feel like stop walking on eggshells. I feel like you have been put on a pedestal spiritually. God has let you know, like, look, we're in this together. We are in this together. I got your back. You don't have to feel superior or less superior. You don't have to feel inferior to anybody. You are God. You have God within you. You are a goddess. Right? You have your spiritual team. You have your ancestors right around you, whispering in your ear, slow and steady. You don't got to move at nobody else's pace but your own. Don't walk on eggshells trying to, don't bust your own motherfucking shell, Humpty Dumpty, trying to motherfucking run real fast, trying to get what everybody else got. Go slow and steady. Go at your own pace. Do your research. Don't just launch no business just because you want to say you got it. You want to have something to post on Instagram. Make sure that you are taking your time. You are crafting something that takes like at least an hour. Put your all into this. Slow and steady. You could have just launched the business and maybe you're not getting that many customers. That's okay. People still seeing you. Talk about it every time you see somebody. Slow and steady wins the race. You may think that you're moving slow, but I don't think you are. I feel like you're just walking on eggshells because you think you're moving slow. You feel like you're moving slow. I think that's an illusion. I don't believe it. I feel like you're just protecting your treasure, and that's why you need to move slow. The quicker you move, the easier it is to fumble. I want you to protect yourself and your dreams and your goals. My daughter has been hella kept carrying an umbrella, and it rained all last night. Protecting all the seeds that you have planted, making sure they are growing and flourishing and blooming into something beautiful. This is like laying down and protecting your crown. Like, she took her crown off like, bitch, I'm tired. But you're not tired. You're not tired. Pray for energy. This is you getting a lot of rest. You need to get your sleeping habits back intact. Get on a sleeping schedule. Get on a wake-up schedule where you waking up early in the morning. Wake up with the sun. You know, make up your bed, do them positive affirmations. Don't get into a routine of laziness, of sitting in the bed because you're depressed. That's what we're not gonna do. If you in a slump, figure out a way to get yourself up out that shit. Okay, I love you. I love you. If you plan on coming back, don't leave. It's kind of like you tired of motherfuckers walking in and out your life. If you want me, like, be here. Don't keep walking away. Don't when we get into arguments, don't just walk away because that's a trigger for me. 33, thank you, in the Masters. You know, this is learning to work with people, learning to work with yourself, learning to work with your children. You know, not always walking away from your kids and telling them to get out your face. Maybe like actually learning to like sit down and learn patience, how to be with them. What do they need? What are their needs? You know, letting them sit here with you while you do a reading or while you working or while you doing something. You know, just learning patience, learning abundance, learning how to coexist. 3-3 thank you, in Masters. Not only with your children, not only with niggas and significant others, but also with family, with all kinds of people. You know, as I learned to communicate more with my daughter, I learned to communicate more with my mother and my brother. As I learned to communicate more with them, I learned how to communicate better with my clients. And then, you know, y'all, and then whoever, you know, 233, thank you, in the Masters. 802, thank you, in the Masters. You know, it's about ending cycles. It's about learning to do things differently. It's about learning to approach things differently, especially yourself. Okay? As you change, you have to like change how you react to yourself. You know, how you are kind to yourself, how you respect yourself, how you move. You know, how you adapt to your lifestyle changing. You know. Anyways, Virgos, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I am taking personal readings. You guys can cash at me at #CapriceCooks. You can also email me or Apple Pay me at capricecooks@icloud.com. I am selling jewelry. You guys can head over to my personal Instagram at Caprice Tarot to check that out. All right, y'all. I'm out here.